Chulos, hello. I'm sorry I haven't been here. I'm very, very sick. I have a lot of cough. I had fever 2 days. Jesse was sick, had the same thing. And Julia's sick. Really bad, ugly coughs. And I didn't want to get you guys sick. No, not really. No, it's because I have a very, very ugly cough. The kind that sounds like a dying dog or a dying horse. Like, like that? Like a goose. So I have a baked potato with bacon and cheddar and... Ay, mi oído, siempre que me baño. And I got a bacon double cheeseburger from Wendy's. And my chili beans. Mama got paid today. You know what's up. What's up? Thank you, everybody that was telling me that they hope I feel better. I'm gonna be like, Well, last night I didn't cough as much. Today I haven't coughed too much, but I was almost gonna cancel my appointment. I had an appointment with my urinary doctor. ¿Cómo se llama, mija? Neurologist. What happens to yours? What's happening? Guys, check this out. Remember when I bought that load from Shane's? And I had a lot of sexy new blouses because I was going to, para enseñar mis chachus. And I had bought a lot of new stuff too, like, from Walmart or whatever in bags. But since I haven't been well, I just kept piling my clothes, And it was on top of my shoe box that I have. And I said, I want to get to my shoes. Me voy para allá y voy a doblar toda esa ropa and hang it up. So when I was going through it yesterday, I think it was yesterday I found the blouse and I was like, ay, pendeja, pues I just finished buying a lot of new stuff. ¿Qué es eso? Guys, I'm going to give you a hug and a kiss, but from afar, because I don't want to get you guys sick, okay? So, I'll kiss you in the air. ¿Verdad que no se me enfermen? This is a Diet Dr. Pepper with cherry flavor in it, but it's cherry vanilla. So it has a little bit of a taste. Let's put these little quackers in my chili beans. I love the chili beans from Wendy's. I always tell you guys the same thing every time I eat them, right? Wendy's and Golden Crown, best chili beans that I've tasted in all El Paso, except for mine. Mine are good. Mine are bitter. I haven't made chili beans in years, huh, Mama? And it's just me and Julia. Sam just went to get the baby. Ask me why. She loves to go. He gets out at 3. She likes to go like at 1:30 and sit there in the parking lot and wait like a stupid in the sun.
She also talks to her friend. Remember, she was
I guess that's true.
Ladies.
I guess no, she's not in there. She's in the car. She's not out there.
But if she sees them, she'll get out.
You think so? Quién sabe. Sea huevo, no ahora que estaba when her boyfriend doesn't work and he goes with her to pick him up, they'll sit in the car. But if not, she'll get off and wait for him right there. Right in front of the doors, there's a couple of those picnic benches. And there's 5 to 10 women that they said that there's a church, a Christian church across the street from the school. And that's where they all go. And they're always inviting Samantha and they always pray for her and stuff. But when he goes, she stays in the car with him. And she waits for him to walk up. And I was like, don't let him come out by himself. Mom, he's just going to walk up. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I guess. He's already 13. Pero, pues es because I don't want nothing to happen to him, He had a little bit of trouble in the beginning with bullying, you know. I don't want nobody to do nothing to him. I'm going to tell you something, okay? And it's the truth. I don't know if you ladies feel the same. You know how if they do something to your kid, it's like putting firecracker up your ass. But at the moment that he tells me something, I don't want to go and tell the kid, hey, you better leave him alone. I feel like eating him. I feel like telling him, ¿qué chingados traes conmigo, cabrón? Pinche mocoso. Y tráeme a tu pinche jefa. Bring your mama. ¿Verdad? I really do. I want to hit them. And that's why I won't go up to kids, because I'm afraid I'm going to hit them. And what happens then when they go to prison for touching a kid, you know? Oh my God, and guys, let me tell you something about the law. The law sucks in Texas. I don't know about your states, but the law sucks in Texas. Whatever's handled by, you know, in El Paso, the county sheriff, whatever, I don't know. He had an incident where like 4 or 5 guys, 4 or 5 little boys. He's in 6th, they're in 7th and 8th. They started surrounding him, and he was walking like nothing. And they started going like this to him, like poking at him, just like this. Not hard, just like this. And he was like, I was tripping out, like, what the fuck? And then he wanted to keep walking, and they wouldn't let him pass, right? In the end, when he noticed that they weren't going to let him pass, they were going to do something to him. All he got was he had a water bottle. He just went like that, like you know, like, get away from me, you know, let me pass. And they wouldn't. And anyways, in the end, they did. Oh, one of his little friends, a little girl, what was it, Kylene, something like that. She ran and told the teacher, hey, they're doing something to Jesse out there. Yeah, even the teacher, they had already gone. Thank you very much. But when he got home, he was very upset. Because they were poking him like this, he felt so bad, okay? And I called the office and nobody was there. And then there was like, you want me to send the police? Or yes. And so when the police came, I told him, I want to press charges on all those little fuckers. And I said that word. I said, because they lo tocaron, you know, they touched him. In the end, okay, after all the mumbo jumbo and everything, my Jesse was sitting there when I used to have my other chair, crisscross applesauce, and going like this. Dude, I started crying, and I told the police, look at my son. Do you see the way he's dressed? The way he's sitting? He never sits like that. You see him covering his chest? He's very ashamed and embarrassed because they touched his chest. And you're telling me that you cannot do anything to these boys. They're physically touching him. Maybe they didn't punch him, but they were touching. And then they took pictures of it, because since there's no bruises, there's no blood, Hijo de su pinche madre. Dude, and then right there, finally somebody called me from, I think it was the assistant principal, before the cops came. And they said they saw it on video. They did have cameras in there, thank God. So they saw this whole business. He knew the names of like 2 little boys. What were they going to do? Just talk to them. I told the policeman, I said, pues que chingones, le dije. They can go poke my son and make him feel uncomfortable and scared. And they get away with it. Whatever you do, and he told him, just don't hit him, don't do nothing. But if they take a swing at you, then you're allowed to defend yourself and hit them back. And I was pissed, and I told him, you see, Jesse, if they hit you, punch the fuck out of them. I was pissed. Ay, me estás rasguñando. You scratching me, stupid. He scratches me, and then he licks it like, I'm sorry if I scratched you. Scratch. You see, guys, I haven't... No, I'm lying. Protein, guys, protein. I was in the shower, and So I was like, I'm gonna make. No, I was barely gonna get in the shower. I was gonna step into my little shower chair. And she says, Mama, I think I'm gonna make myself some eggs. And then I went like, oh, you want me to make you some? And I was like, yes. I can't stand too long there in the front of the stove, you know? I can't. I have a little stool. And when I do something there, I sit there. But it's also uncomfortable because I have to get off. Because, of course, the stool doesn't have wheels. I have to get off to go get a cuchara, to go get the spices. You know, me tengo que hacer para allá para acá, so I have to get off. Entonces, mira la cola. Oh, they got the retro music going on.
Reminds me of the Austin Powers one.
Yes, Austin Powers, yeah. Let's get a little piece of... Guys, do you like chili beans? I love them. And they didn't give you onions, yeah?
They put onions in there.
No, they don't. If they did, they're usually at the top.
I thought I saw onions in there.
Yeah, I taste an onion now.
Now I got one too.
Oh, you did? Oh, qué milagro. And Julia knows that I forget everything, so she was like, are you just going to pay for yourself? And then I said, I think no. That's when I said, like, why is she asking me? Pues because I got paid. And then I said, no. I'm buying everybody. When I get paid, I buy everybody. Even Sam's fiance. Let me cut my potato. So it's bacon and cheese, and I put sour cream. But I think I'm going to put this other sour cream too. So, yeah, poquito. ¿Qué no? Little butter. I sacudir my nose right now. Baby. Yeah, it exploded all over my mouth, didn't you? I love having my mouth enveloped. Guys, that's your clue. What movie said that line? I love having my mouth enveloped. Just like that. A ver quién gana. Ay, my nose, shit. You know, and yesterday, the other day, put on my glasses. I didn't put eyeliner. And then Julia ordered this morning from Walmart. Hold on.
Oh, they're on their way. 6 minutes till
Who is?
the Walmart.
Oh, Walmart's on their way. 6 minutes. We were just by there. Look, last time, Julia made an order, or she went, I don't remember. And she got me an extra brow pencil because I always run out of them. I was like, oh, very nice of you. Because when it's finished, you don't even know. You just click it and pop, and no more. I'm getting napkins ready because when I bite that burger, if your food doesn't drip, then it ain't good. Your burritos. I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me. Espérate. Ay, cómo me fascinan a mí los hamburgers. What do you got?
The same as you. Everyone has the same burger.
Okay.
But I got a grilled chicken because I knew I was probably not gonna like the burger. So you want to bite the?
What's that?
I wrap
Of what?
chicken.
With
chicken.
what?
Chicken, lettuce. It's just what.
She got herself a wrap.
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap. So I got it from Wendy's, and I went with the girls this time. So we just got back from my doctor, from my pee-pee doctor. So they had put a little square thing called a stimulator, and they opened up my butt cheek, and it goes under your muscle. Yeah, under your muscle. And it has wires, and these wires are supposed to send messages to your brain to say, pee all you want to pee. Apparently I wasn't peeing right. Go figure, right? Apparently, because when you're diabetic, they gotta check everything, your kidneys and everything. So when they checked me of certain things, they were like, and they called me back and said, why don't we do some tests on you? Cause it looks like something might be wrong with your pee-pee. My pee-pee? So anyways, I went.
I said pee-pee and he thought you were talking to him.
Oh, it's because I call Max pee-pee.
It's puppy.
Mm-hmm. So, that was the most embarrassing thing. I was embarrassed in front of my daughter. Because she was there with me in there, Since she's my provider. I need her everywhere I go. Because usually it's going to be something painful and I tell her to hold my hand. Like a baby. That's the way I am, I'm sorry. Too, like when they do the glasses and they put it, something close to your eye, or when they put drops, I'm like. But anyways, I get real squirmy when it comes to my nose, ears, and throat. Oh. Take off all your, your chonies and your pants, whatever. We saw this weird ass contraption thing. There's a chair. It's that crispy ass bacon. It's good, man. They don't use cheap bacon.
I thought you were going to say Krispy Kreme. I was like, what? I was so confused.
You sit in a chair that's really weird with some things out here, some things. You have to put your legs over there, spread them out, and your hands. Remember, you're naked from here down. It's embarrassed because the doctor will come in, the nurse will come in, maybe another one, and they're all looking at you with you. So you're like embarrassed. And then they had to put a catheter. So that hurts on me. I don't know if it hurts on everybody, but it hurts. And then I was just looking at Julia like, hold my hand from far, from all the way over there, because they didn't want to let her come up next to me. Anyways. You have to come in with a full bladder, right? And then you're there, and you have this thing. Let's say a bucket, okay? And they tell you, go ahead and pee, and you're like... And they're looking down there at you, waiting for you to pee, and you're like, more pressure, so it don't want to come out, right? So I finally pee. And so, they're just like, relax, yeah, no pasa nada, we're all girls, blah. So I finally peed. And they're like, is that all your pee-pee? And I said, yeah. Okay, I'll be back. So, I think they take like 10 minutes or something. And then they come back. And then they put the catheter in you. And then they drain you, and double the pee-pee came out. And I was like, is that bad? Well, yeah. And I was like, what? Why? What is it? So apparently, my body pees and stops, let's say midstream, and it won't pee anymore. She says that it's a neurological problem. I said, a head problem? And she's like, yeah. How the hell is my head attached to my wicha, Money, girl. I'm gonna get some money. Put it in your plate. So, I'm not peeing on my pee-pee.
Do you want my burger later? I don't like it.
Yeah, if you don't want it. Put it there.
Ay,
ponlo, sí. Sí, a ver si me cabe, si no, no.
Well, obviously it's not going to fit you. You know that.
Probably not. I don't need that much more. Don't lie to yourself. Te fijas que I want to keep eating the way that I do and I can't. I just simply can't.
Here's some chili buns.
¿Qué, hija? ¿Ya no quisitas?
No.
Gracias.
Do you want
Give me the chili beans. You want some lemon potato? Fries. These are with sea salt. I know because my husband...
I have a little bit of ketchup in here. You want ketchup?
No. I'm fine like that. Because my husband worked at Wendy's for a lot of years. Before he passed away. So they gave us 2 big ones of these. So I'm using it as a trash can because the trash can's over here. So, yeah. Apparently it's a brain problem. For some reason, I'm peeing. Somehow my brain gets signals of, okay, time to pee, you gotta pee. And then it gets a signal of, stop, bitch. And it stops, it makes you stop peeing. But I didn't know that, because I didn't feel it. I didn't, whatever. ¿Quieres, ama? Ya acabaste, güey. Walmart is here. Walmart delivery. We're all over. My eyeliner ran out. If you can see, I'm not wearing any. And we're gonna put it in the cart and do that. They have another pencil that's really real good. Oh, she said it's on TikTok. A color pencil, black liner. But it's not retractable, and I need it to be retractable. Well, I'm gonna sit there with a little sharpener. So my hand apparently is not getting it. My brain says signals as to, yeah, he's not peeing. Leave it alone. So it's not in my head. I said, how the hell did I get that problem? We don't even know what causes this or whatever. And I kept killing myself, pounding my head trying to think, why do I have this?
Because they needed ID and signature for the cough medicine.
Oh, where is it?
Get it.
Where is it?
I'm bringing it right now.
Okay. Yeah, because we'll have to get some more NyQuil. The day and night. I had ordered my retractable pencil, but they didn't have any, so scratch that. And then I told her to get me some donuts. They didn't have any more glaze. They had them sugar coated. And I said, no, it's okay. And then she goes, they have the other ones that are different. And I said, oh, sorry. Yes, let's have a little donut today. What else did we buy? Well, she got some stuff. But yeah, and then I don't know if it was that day or I think it was because they kept going in and out, in my room.
I don't know if those are chocolate or maple because they have 2.
I love it.
Is it glazed? I don't know if that's glazed or white.
Chocolate and maple.
No, I don't know if it's chocolate or maple. The other ones are white.
It doesn't look like it. Ponlo ahí, mamá.
What's what you were showing?
Ahí está pesado. To be it's heavy because I have rotator cuff on this arm. Cállate los
Oh, it's
ojos.
heavy to me too.
Ah! Pinche güey. So.
Sam said, We need it.
Stop said what?
That one needs toilet paper.
That one? Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so hot.
Take a drink. And then I was thinking, and I said to the doctor, can I ask you something? I ask a lot of questions. I just don't give a fuck. Even if they look at me like I want to get out of here and get to the next patient, on purpose, I'll take longer. And then I'll even say, like, I'm just asking you because I need to know, or because I want to know, or because I'm concerned, or whatever. Just say that, you know? So I told her, I said, let me ask you something. Could it be the fact that it was 7 people in the house, 1 bathroom, and we were always lucky because we always all had to go pee? And I kept, you know, because I held it so long, all my life. And they were like, well, not all my life, but when I was little. And they're like, no, that has nothing to do with it. I said, are you sure? I would say it would, que no? ¿Qué es eso, mami? Huh?
The vinegar and Epsom salt.
Oh, she got me vinegar and Epsom salt because I have to soak my toe because I had 2 ingrown toenails yesterday. And they had to cut. I can't show it to you because it's too graphic. My fat ass toe, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so they cut and then they got the nails that were in there. So when the doctor came in, he said, I just gotta make sure about something. And he just went across like, not half, okay? He went down a little bit more. So over here is just like carne and all bloodied out, you know? It didn't bleed. Well,
I think it's from when you fell.
it has some. Oh, see, oh, guys. Again, antier, I fell down really bad. You know how I tell you that I fall all the time? That day, Julia says it was. Julia says it was a panic attack. Stop it, boys. I don't know what happened to me, but my brain exploded and I just started tripping out. Crying, not crying. I couldn't walk. My legs felt like if they were so heavy and I couldn't take steps, and if I tried to, my knees would bend like I was going to fall down, and I was así como borracha, neta. So I went to the room because I said, Julie, I'm just going to go lay down. I don't feel well. I didn't want to eat. And you know if I don't want to eat, I must be sick. Right? So I tell Jesse, I try to get up off my bed to go to the restroom. And then I tell Jesse, just talking like a borracha, okay? I remember some parts. Jesse, how much to the restroom, please? Así como borracha. He helps me. As soon as I take a step, my leg wanted to bend. Me iba a caer. Hold on to me, Mom. Hold on to me. He's walking me to the bathroom, right? It's from here to there. Then I have to walk a little bit like that. So when he gets me in front of the potty, you know, I turn around and then I walk like this. I thought that he had centered me on the toilet. So I was going to fall. So I said, bueno, pues voy a caer recio en la taza. He didn't center me. I fell in between the toilet and the sink cabinet. And I was stuck in there. And then I remember, I said, Jesse, why did you throw me? And then he was like, no, I didn't do it on purpose. I was crying like a stupid. And then finally the girls came. Bájate, cabrón. Este, qué chingón me saliste, ¿eh?
Oh, there's chocolate over here.
Embarrado.
So I guess why are so many maple? I guess that's maple. Maple.
Si quieres, dale una a los dos. Give him maple.
I just wanted to step on it.
No, he was gonna. He smelled it because he wanted to eat them. Dales mitad de una maple a los dos cabrones. I had already put my underwear down. So my underwear was acá en mis thighs, no? And I could not get up. And then the girls tried to help me up. They couldn't get me up. You know how when you fall or you faint or whatever, it becomes what you call dead weight? It's like if you're heavier than you really are, I think. So I've heard. They couldn't get me up. They couldn't get me up. I lost 2 pounds. Did you see, girl? Did you see? Yeah, thank God. And then, I just feel like if I was drunk, let's say in the drunken state of mind that I was, I said, in my head, call Abraham, he could give me a piece of bed, he's strong. But I want to. And then I just couldn't get up, and I kept on like, así como borracha. Finally, they got me up, and they sat me on the toilet, and I, in my head, because I felt that weird way, I didn't know if I was peeing or not. I was just sitting there like a stupid crying. And then they walked on. Julia's like, just call us when you need us right now. Okay. And then Abraham had never seen that I go through that kind of stuff. So it hit me that he was out here listening to everything, and that I fell and everything, and I started feeling so sad, so embarrassed, so ashamed. So it made me cry more, right? And they were finally getting me to the room, but my legs were like, yeah, right here, when I was like right here by my door, they were just folding. I could not keep them up straight to stand up. No, boys. They get me on the bed, and all they could do was that, you know? They couldn't push me up. I was too fucking heavy. And Sam says, she didn't tell me till the next day, because I really, swear to God, I didn't remember. She said that she had told me, Mom, you want me to ask Abraham to help us? And then I said, yes, please. I don't remember that part. And she was telling me, Mom, we were all helping you. And then I think Julia helped me pull up my underwear when I was in the potty. I knew I had to lift my leg to get one leg on the bed, and then they could just push me, you know. I put my leg up, and I was embarrassed. Because then I remembered that he was behind me trying to push me. And I was thinking, oh my God, what if he can see down there how embarrassing, and that made me cry more. They finally got me on there. When I finally was able to crawl up and get on my bed, get my head on the pillow, I knocked out, I think, right away. I didn't remember till the next day. No, I actually had a good sleep. And when I usually get up like every hour and a half to pee at night, okay? And that night, I slept a good 4 hours, maybe straight, real comfortable. So I took a pee. I forgot about that incident, so I got up like nothing. And I started walking, and nothing hurt. And then it dawned on me that I had just had that happen to me. That I felt my legs came out. But I remember that when that was happening to me, I kept saying, please God help me, please God, but in Spanish, please God help me. What's wrong with me, God, you know? Help me, heal me, what's wrong with me, what did I do? And all this stuff, right? Because everything you do, good or bad, is going to come back to you. So, you know, that way when something bad happens to you, you can't say, what did I do? You know if you fucked up, even if you were little. No. No, take it back. From the moment that you invite Jesus to live in your heart forever and write your name in the book of life and all that stuff, you know not to fuck up. If you fuck up, right after you baptize yourself and everything, that's what's a show. When things happen to you. But you can't just laugh about it and do it again another day. You have to just, ask for forgiveness. And he'll forgive you every single time. But anyways, yeah, all that happened. And I remembered that I was like to the drunken stage and that I fell down. Let me tell you something weird, okay? You guys know I'm a weirdo. When I was younger, let's say 14, 15, we went to live in this house that my dad left us. Well, he charged my mom half. It was the first time we had a house. It was the first time we were able to have a telephone. We had a telephone where we lived, but it was connected to the business where we were at. So we couldn't answer the phone until after 4 o'clock, after business hours, 4 or 5 o'clock. So and we were poor. My dad made money. Ask me, do I remember him ever buying me clothes? No, or none of them. None of my brothers and sisters. He never bought us nothing. That's why I tell you, I'm not used to good things. I'm not used to wearing Nike shoes, Reebok, Adidas, whatever. Because I was not brought up that way, because my mom bought us clothes from secondhand shops, from, what do you call it? Yard sales. Back then, I didn't know it was maybe embarrassing. I just thought everybody did. But, when I grew up and knew better, I knew that, wow, my dad was a dirtbag. I know. So, my mom was already working, but also went to college. My sister would start making food, Ya llegaba mi mamá and she would take over. And on the bus, she went from her job to college. From their home, my dad never gave her a ride. So, let's taste those baked potatoes. They're all cold and shit. Espérame. Que la Julia no se come los chili beans. Thank you, mommy. Well, she gave me her beans. She had like half of them left. Well, thank you, darling. Y how did we get on that subject? I don't know. Let's go back to the pee-pee day. So anyways, they had to insert something called a stimulator in your buttock, under the muscle, and it sends signals to your brain to say, hello, she's peeing, finish peeing. And with that, since those signals were like forcing me to pee more, maybe, I started having a little bit of leakage. So then, I wasn't gonna pee all over my underwear, So they told me that they had some pads, like Cortex. So they would send me pads, and so I wear those. But I have to wear those underwear that's like mesh, that stretches so I could get a good grip of the pad. Because these ain't no fucking wing, kind of pads. They're GP hospital kind of pads. Unless I want to go and pay a lot more feria for the wing kind, that's up to me. But I don't have that kind of money. So I have like 5 pairs of those calzoncitos that are white mesh. And yeah, it'll hold my thing in place. In case I pee by accident. A lot of women, and apparently some men too, when you get a little older, you want some of this potato? It's just cold as fuck. And she's good with the bacon. A lot of women go through this, and like I said, even some men, you sneeze, se te sale el chorrito. You cough, se te sale, no un pedito, el chorrito de pipí. You know when that happens to me really, really bad? If I throw up, ooh girl, I better run to the bathroom, make it, open the trash, because I'll be throwing up and peeing at the same time. That's what there. Anyways, so I've had that thing in my nalga for 1 year, over a year. And I told Julia, this shit isn't even working. It's not helping me. It's not like making me que se me salga el chorro. So there's a lot of women get this, like I said. And sometimes they do a simple little procedure where I guess they put you to sleep for a little bit. I don't know. But it's called a bladder lift. Like they go in your wicha. And I guess they lift your bladder somehow. But from what I've heard from my friends, some of theirs falls and you start saliéndose la pipí again. See, because once you start having those kind of accidents, then with time, the pipí that se te sale is a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Okay? So, I don't want to be wearing pants the rest of my life. Ay, ¿qué tal si estoy con un vato y me va a play the piano? ¿Y qué pasa? How do you play the piano? Men play it this way. What if somebody plays with a piano? They're gonna be like, "Girl, you on your period or what, girl?" So yeah, and I hate it because I went from, no lie, I went from thongs to freaking mesh underwear, hospital underwear. And I've cried, believe me. In the end, when Sam moved back in, I gave her all my underwear because she said, "Do you have underwear? You have an underwear you me?" I wasn't going to put on her underwear after she put them on. Hell no. Even if they were washed out. So I... So I just, later, and then I had this problem. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to get better, whatever. I started ordering sexy ass underwear from Shane. And Shane. Muy sexy. Remember I showed you that one that has 3 little rajaditos? Like that were pretty. ¿Te dolió? Estúpida. Ya párale, güey. Ay, esta cabrona. Guys, one time I was sitting over there, we were watching movies. And don't do that. Do it right here on the bottom. Her ears are hurting like mine did yesterday. But she said, I never knew that day. I saw her messing with her ear like down here and went like this and stuff. You guys, see, we're all fucking sick as fuck. And I hear you, girl. I hear her go, hello? And then I turn her, hello? Who the fuck are you talking to? And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. She says that when she has problems like that, and she thinks that she can hear or something, and she says hello, and she can hear. And I couldn't stop laughing and nearly peed on my pants. But that was funny. I was like, so I hadn't heard her do it in a while. Right now, she's like, hello? Pendeja. Alright, guys. Hold on, let me. Don't look. Don't look, because I'm gonna blow my nose, okay, guys? Blow it out your ear. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Shit, guys. Sorry, guys, okay? Okay, my Kleenex done fell. I'm wearing my little pants that are like, this beige and black were pretty, kind of zebra style, I don't know. Están bien bonitos. Guys, I'm sorry, and I have a lot of mucus in the back. I can't let it out. I'm sorry. Turn out a little knife. I guess not. Maybe I threw it away. I could sure use a little knife here. Pues sí, guys, so I don't have to wear that fucking caballo. If you want to ride the white horse. I'm riding the white horse. Guys. Have you noticed my commercial? My videos have commercials now. That means they should be monetizing me by now, but they haven't yet. One of y'all asked me, one of y'all said, congratulations on getting monetized. Todavía no agarro dinero. Julia says that probably when I get a certain amount, then they'll ask, where do you want me to transfer this to? Cash App, whatever. Where are you going to transfer it to? Cash App? Julia?
I don't know.
Oh, she don't know. Whatever safe is that. Anyways. Mira los ojos de ella, mija, los tiene como tú. Like, así poquito. Up, así, mira.
Oh, girl, she has crazy eyes.
She has what? Crazy eyes?
Yeah.
Well, come on now, you are crazy. Up like chinitos. Oh my god, my gosh. ¿Me lo gané? No. Where's the bells of St. Mary?
It should be around there somewhere.
I don't see it. Ah! It was lunchtime, guys. I'm surprised they don't bark at that. My table is full of stuff everywhere. Because we got bags of CVS, and then we have the Walmart that they just delivered. ¿Qué compraste para ti? No. De ahí, de Walmart.
Yeah.
¿Qué? Well, she bought toilet paper, but she's not. She's gonna say, "Oh, I bought it. It's for me." No, we know we need to share. We buy a giant box of wipes at Sam's and we share. I told you guys one time. I may have been like pobrecita and stuff, but I swear my kids would always have the best. They had always Huggies, Pampers, Huggies, wipes. Always. Even if I had to borrow. And they were expensive for me. Well, my dad would take me to Sam's and we would get Pampers and wipes over there. I remember. What happened is that, you know, up till when they were learning to potty train the girls, supposed they used wipes, huh? But when Jesse came along and we started again with the wipes, I would tell the girls, put this in the bathroom so he can wipe his colita. So we all wipe now with that, you know, just to be extra clean. And so we always have wipes. And I always have my wipes here. Hold on. This is for my face. I have one in my room. We always need wipes for something, you know? Like, if I'm here at the table and there's pan or whatever thrown on the table, if I don't have to go and get a towel and wet it and wash it and everything, I'll just get a wipey and, you know, wipe it down the sink. Also, Julia has over those Clorox wipes for the sink and stuff. Guys, when you look over there, sometimes you probably be like, fucking Emma, she has a lot of shit. I have a lot of shit. That's not dirty. I can't even see. Let me. Duh. Let me show you. So over there, we have a lot of pots and pans, right? And usually, like all Mexicans do, we like to put our pots and pans in the oven, right? But las niñas a veces, por huevoncitas, they won't put them in their place. Because sooner or later, they're going to use the oven. Bake a cake, put some, la Julia también le gusta mucho hornear, we call it horneando, baking. If they're gonna have chicken tenders for dinner, she'll put them in the oven. Now, she does a lot of stuff also in the air fryer, which is more practical. And it's faster, you know? And it's better getting all those pots and pans up, because I had it full, believe me. Little by little, the girls be throwing away my old pans, though. I'm not objecting too much because I'm not cooking. But the pans that I like cooking are my own ones, you know. I had a stainless steel one that had the handle, it's black handle. And it was good brand. And that's the one I always use for my arroz. And somehow it just started. My rice would burn on there right away. And get all black, se chamuscaba, and I was like, pues, qué chingados. Somebody fucked it up. Because I had it for many years. And I never did it. And you know, if you cook in your house, you know that you have your favorite pan for arroz or white rice. You have your favorite pot for beans, for cooking beans. But now, if you want some fucking nice ass beans to come out nice, do them in the fucking slow cooker, guys. Oops, this was for my mouth. Hold on. Mira, girls, you put them in the slow cooker. Salt, a garlic or two. Half an onion. If you want to, it's optional. You know, you cut away whatever you want in there. And then, let me make sure now because You put it on high, and you go and do all your business. Because usually we have to go to the doctor, then go to the store, and then hey, I forgot to get this on Walmart. I had doubles. By the time we get back, it's already time to go pick up Jesse, right? So, sorry guys, I'm sorry, it's because I'm sick. That's why I didn't want to bookmark all these days. Oh, I got a new little wig in the mail too. Oh, my other wig, huh? I got another wig a couple of days ago. But when I choose light brown with ash blonde, they go and send me real fucking blonde that really is not gonna suit me, you know? They'll be like, no te hagas güey. We stay a fucking nopal right there. No sea pendeja. You Mexican. You Mexican. God, I think I'm getting full.
Stop eating.
You know, what's doing me the same thing? Well, then stop eating. So about a quarter of a hamburger left. Julia bought an extra hamburger, but she bought herself a chicken sandwich. Where's the other hamburger?
I put it right here.
Échamelo para acá, por acá. ¿Qué más hay ahí? Nomás da pura
My
hamburguesa.
chicken sandwich and the hamburger.
Oh. You didn't eat your chicken sandwich, mommy?
No, I bought that for later. Right now I ate the wrap.
Oh, okay, this is all gonna be for later. She ate a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Mmm.
Oh, my God, my nose. Sorry.
My chili beans. And I barely tasted this.
Sorry.
¿Qué, pendeja?
Here? Huh?
It popped? And that's why she went, ah!
Oh, sorry.
Hi, B2, guys, I gotta blow it really bad. Oh, we're almost up to an hour. Why didn't you guys tell me? Y'all didn't tell me. You guys remember that song though? And I always remember it. Almost every fucking day. Because of I wear that stupid ass giant pad that you call burro. We call it burro over here. Donkey? Why? I don't know. Burro, Cortex, Kotaco. What else do we call it? Cortex? Your pad here. Oh, when you're on, you know what? You'll mentally, you'll be like, no, porque ya llegó mi tío de allá de Colorado. Mi tía de allá de Colorado. You know what I'm talking about, I say. Bueno, my loves. I'm gonna let you guys go because I get embarrassed that as it is, I'm very nasally and I'm always, you know, you hear me and I get embarrassed. But when I'm sick like this for real, I get more embarrassed. And then it's hard to swallow. And then there's times that if I wasn't here on the video, I would be hacking it up big time. Like, you know, and I can't do that right now in front of you. You'll get scared. I have an ugly, ugly ass cough. Mira cómo se me hace que se me ve bien bonito cuando me pongo el blush, mija. Como que me cambia la cara. Bueno, that's what I think. Where am I gonna get Blaxican in here? We call Samantha Blaxican. No offense to anybody. But she's a quarter black and then Mexican. And American, so. Guys, if you know of a good liner, don't tell me the one on TikTok because Julia says that it's not retractable. You have to sharpen it. I don't want to sharpen. I love retractable shit. Look it, guys. I bought this. I don't know if it was on Temu or Shane or ¿cómo se llama la otra mija? Or Amazon. But I had bought this whole bunch of colored pencils. Because you know how I like to match my clothing with my eyeshadow. They paint very light, you can't even see it. So they're worthless. But this one is from Walmart and this one too. Wait. Sí, porque esta se llama NYX, ¿eh? Se me hace que estos tres son, dos son de la Walmart. And then later I bought these also because they're fatties. And these ones are good for this. Because te da bonito glittery, you know. Or if you want to get the white vanilla one and do your little, you know, right there. Like I usually do it. Pero days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and they're just sitting there like a bunch of stupids. So I'm going to see. I don't throw them away. I think it's sad because I wasted some money on this, you know. Ponle, it's not the most expensive shit, but still. Usually I give it to my friend Pat. She takes a baggie full of makeup and, like my little makeup box over here too is full of stuff and I need to get rid of. She takes it to Juarez and all her little nieces go and attack the bag. Yo quiero, no mandó doña Irma Rimen. Did I send mascara? Sí, ahí hay de todos, lléguenle. Boom. Ya me voy pues, mis amores. What now exactly is that you? My coffee from the morning. This is for later, and sometimes I don't eat at night. I'm tired or my back hurts or something, and that day when I took, 2 days ago when that happened, and then in the middle of the night when I did get up to pee, nothing hurt. I said, Jesus heard my prayers. He does hear your prayers. But it's on his time, you know, whenever he's ready to heal you, bless you, whatever, he will. It's gotta be right at that last moment when you have la agua hasta el cuello, como dicen. Once you have that pump. I have a friend that's in Juarez really sick from cancer, and her daughters are family of my son, and they cry a lot, and the 2 daughters are getting really bad anxiety and panic attacks, and they came last time, and I talked to them a lot, and I told them, dude, you guys saw when I was going crazy after I had Jesse and the stuff that I went through, and I said, and you guys are going through the same thing, and I said, now I can tell you an experience. Just leave everything to God. This is very devoted to the Virgin Mary. To each his own, you know, I respect. They have pictures of Virgin Mary all over the house, and they always say, "Ay, mi virgencita, wah, wah, wah." Okay, that's fine. Christians, we don't like honor her too much. We know that she was the woman that God selected for her to carry the child Jesus Christ. Of course, she must have been a very good woman, a very decent woman, for God to have chosen her. But to us, all the honor, all the glory is for Jesus. But I'm not saying nothing bad. And I saw this thing in my TikTok. Yeah, it says a little pretty song in the back, a little TikTok. And it says, when you can't anymore, but in Spanish, ríndete a Dios. And I told him, bend your knees, throw your stuff on the floor, and start praying. And start asking God for forgiveness, first of all, and then ask him anything you want. Say anything you want after you ask for forgiveness. And I told him, if you both do that, your mom's going to be fine. But you have to both do it. But not just because I'm telling you or not, but it's because, oh, I remember she said to do it, so I'm going to go kneel down. When you hit it, when you feel it in your head that something tells you, kneel down. That's when you do it. That's it. Espíritu Santo te está hablando, do it. Mm-hmm. I drank coffee instead of my drink. Ay, qué pendeja. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Oh my God, let me tell you about something real quick. I can't say too much, but this dude, oh my God, I can't say his name. I went through a big problem with him, and it turns out that About a week ago, this fucker was going through my fucking Facebook and going through my YouTube, I'm sure, because it's on there, you know. How weird, because his... somebody knows him. Said that I can't tell you much. Anyways, the thing is, this fucker was looking through my shit. And then you know how sometimes when somebody's looking through your shit, you'll see their name popped on right there where it says people you might know. He comes up there and then he comes out without a picture. So I go into the one without a picture. Sure enough, he's in there. And I know the other one was him too. And I said, motherfucker. Dick. I fucking blocked his ass. And I told the other person that knows him, I said, you know what? I mean, we all raise our kids the way we want, whatever, but I would never, it was his mom, I would never let I don't leave my phone around so my kids can go through it. I have private stuff in there that they don't need to be seen, you know what I mean? Before I didn't have pictures of me naked, of my cola, of this and that. I have 3 pictures left only of my butt, of my boobs. Only 3. It's because after I lost all my weight, I was very obsessed with my body and I got obsessed with taking pictures. Very sexy type, you know. All of those I deleted, all of them. But I kept those 3. Why? I don't know. I'll probably delete them soon enough. Because I shouldn't have them in there. Ay, estos están bien buenos. ¿Cómo no te acabaste tus frijolitos, mija? I told you that lady I've been getting like a headache, but no. It's the glasses because I have them on all day. And they squish me right here. ¿Qué, güey? ¿Vamos a ver una movie o qué?
¿Cómo se llama?
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna let you go now. For the umpteenth time. Look at this, guys.
Bruh, go away.
O sea, que les tengo que colgar. My bras, the bra that I bought, the strapless, this is a strapless. It's a double D, but it's very big. So it gets a big bulk right here. Like that. Because of the underwire. It's up to right here. So Julia's going to help me fix it by folding this in. And so it could cover my boob and not be all like, you know, like that. So you can see a big, I noticed it the other day when I took the pictures. And I see a big bump and I'm like, oh my God, it looks like a third chichi. But yeah. Bye bye guys, I love you. Pray for each other, pray for your enemies. Pórtate bien.